Hello, welcome back to Free Spirit Yoga. I'm Sally and today is day 26 of the Samaritans 30-day yoga challenge. Today we're circling back to look at the session that I'm calling Speaking Our Truth, and these sessions are all based around vocalized breathing or chanting. What we're going to do in this session today is we're just going to briefly practice some familiar simple asana to stretch out our chest muscles, our breathing muscles, and then we're going to practice a pranayama, and then we're going to practice the Om sound once more, and I'm going to introduce today some mantra chanting. We're going to chant a very short and simple mantra in Sanskrit. Now, a mantra is a way to help release your mind to prepare you for meditation. So in Sanskrit, the word man means mind, and the word tra means to release. So it's a mind release. We'll be chanting it over and over. I am going to put the words on the screen so that you can see them. And then we will end up at the end of the session by chanting the Om sound again to end the session. Okay, I'll explain a little bit more as we go along. So let's get started. As I just mentioned in the introduction, we are going to start with a few simple asana to stretch out our chest muscles, our breathing muscles. What I did forget to mention in the introduction is that after these asana, we are going to be seated for the entire session. So if you feel more comfortable sitting on a cushion or a folded blanket, then make sure that you have that available for after these asana. Okay, so to start off with, we're going to sit either with our legs crossed or our legs straight out in front of us, whichever you would prefer. And we're going to start with a side stretch. We're going to place the left hand on the floor beside us, and we're going to inhale our right arm up, trying to keep it straight, reaching out to the left side, and then we're going to turn our head to look up towards the palm of the hand. Good. And exhale the right arm down, placing the right hand on the floor. Inhale the left arm up and over. Again, really reaching out to the right side, turning your head to look up towards the palm of your hand. Okay, and exhale the left arm down. Now into a seated twist. We're going to twist to the left as we exhale, bringing the right hand onto the left thigh to help pull ourselves into the twist. The left hand on the floor behind us, sitting up straight and tall, keeping length in the spine. Inhaling, coming back to the front, and exhaling, twisting to the right. So the left hand onto the right thigh, the right hand onto the floor behind you. Remember, keeping length in the spine. To the front. Now interlocking your fingers, pushing your palms up towards the ceiling, trying to bring your arms straight, and then exhaling, leaning to the side. Inhaling, coming back to the center. Exhaling, leaning to the other side. Inhaling, center. Exhaling, leaning. Keep on moving with your breath. Coordinating movement and breath. Okay, coming back to the center, reaching up, and then exhaling your arms down. Now coming on to all fours into tabletop position, we're going to practice the cat-cow stretch. So hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips. Exhaling to the cat stretch, rounding your back, looking underneath your belly. Inhaling to the cow stretch, dipping your belly, looking up to the ceiling. Keep on moving between the two asana, moving with your breath. Remember, exhale cat, inhale into cow. Back to tabletop position, coming up to stand on your knees with your knees about hip distance apart. We're going to practice that modification of the camel's pose. We're going to place our hands in the small of our back. We're going to lift the chest up towards the ceiling, keeping our hips and our thighs pushed forwards. Bring our head back to look up. Good. And then release. And now just give your arms a little bit of a swing around your body. Just loosen off. Okay, right. Let's come into a seated position. So, as I said, if you want to sit on a cushion or a blanket to raise your bottom up a little bit, to make sure that you're comfortable, please do. We will be seated for the whole session. Okay, for our pranayama practice, I'm going to recite a gatha. Now, gatha is actually from the Buddhist tradition, and the gatha that I'm going to recite is also from the Buddhist tradition. I'm quite eclectic in my means of mindfulness, and yoga traditionally itself is very eclectic, so that's fine. A gatha is a short poem that is an aid to mindfulness, and this gatha comes from a Buddhist monk called Tich Nhat Hanh, who was from Vietnam but lived a lot of his life in France. And it's just an aid for mindfulness. So I'm going to ask you now to close your eyes and just breathe slowly and deeply in and out, in and out. I'm going to recite this short poem, this gatha, which is about breathing. I'm going to recite it a few times, so if you feel like you want to join in with me, then as you get to know the words, then that could be nice as well. Okay, so we're going to close our eyes, sit with a straight back, lifting our chest, letting our shoulders come back. Start taking slow, deep breaths. Breathing in, I feel myself as a mountain. Breathing out, I feel solid. Breathing in, I see myself as water. Breathing out, I reflect things as they are. Breathing in, I see myself as space. Breathing out, I feel free. Breathing in, I see myself as a mountain. Breathing out, I feel solid. Breathing in, I I see myself as water. Breathing out, I reflect things as they are. Breathing in, I see myself as space. Breathing out, I feel free. Breathing in, I feel myself as a mountain. Breathing out, I feel solid. Breathing in, I see myself as water. Breathing out, I reflect things as they are. Breathing in, I see myself as space. Breathing out, I feel free. Breathing in, I see myself as a mountain. Breathing out, I feel solid. Breathing in, I see myself as water. Breathing out, I reflect things as they are. Breathing in, I see myself as space. Breathing out, I feel free. Keeping your focus on your breath. Keep visualizing yourself as solid as a mountain, as water, reflecting things as they are, as space, feeling free. Okay, now slowly opening your eyes. Okay, we're going to now chant the Om sound. And we're going to do that 3 times to start off with. So let's just loosen ourselves off by making the 3 sounds that make up the Om sound. So remember, that's the A, U, M. So let's first of all just loosen up. A, U, Okay, closing your eyes, keeping your body and your mind relaxed. We're going to make the Om sound 3 times. Remember, it starts at the back of the throat with the A, comes to the middle of the mouth with the U, and then comes to the front of the mouth with the and just feel the vibrations of that sound at the end. Okay, taking a few deep breaths. Let's begin. Vibrations through your body, feel them resonating. Okay, now slowly opening your eyes. Now I'm going to teach you this simple Sanskrit mantra. Okay, so it's only 4 words. And the meaning of these 4 words are, may all beings everywhere be happy. So the words are Lokah Samastah Sukhino Bhaventu. So I'll just explain quickly what those words mean. Lokah means the world, the universe. Samastah means total, the whole, so the whole world, the whole universe. Sukhino means happiness or joy, and Bhaventu means may everyone, and it's in the imperative, so it's more like a, you know, like a command rather than a request. It's may everybody, and the but is spelt BH, so it's very aspirated but that increases that you know, that command. Everyone be happy. Everyone everywhere be happy. Okay, so let's start. So the words are on the screen. So if you want to have your eyes open initially just to see the words, and then once you kind of get them into your head, then close your eyes. As I say, mantra is a mind release. It's a way to prepare yourself for a meditative state. So by repeating the same sounds over and over again, the idea is that it releases your mind. Also, let's put our hands in Chin Mudra. Chin Mudra is where we join the thumb and the finger together, and we rest the backs of the hands on the knees. This is representative of you joining your individual soul with the universal soul. Okay, so let's begin. We'll go slowly to begin. Lokah Samastah Sukhino Bhaventu. 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 Slowly opening your eyes. I'm going to put a link in the description to a very beautiful rendition of this song or chant, much more beautiful than mine, by some proper musicians and singers. It's very beautiful. I'll put it in the link below. Okay, now we're just going to end the session by again chanting the Om sound 3 times, and we're going to follow it with the words shanti, 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 which means peace, peace, peace. If you're familiar with T.S. Eliot's The Wasteland, it's a lengthy poem, you'll know that shanti, shanti, shanti is actually the last line of that poem. It means in Sanskrit peace. And the reason that we say it 3 times is that we say, like, for the first piece is peace within me, peace, the second time peace in my surroundings, and then third, peace in the divine being, in the interconnectedness of all, whatever you conceive, the God or whatever bigger thing than yourself to be. Okay, so sitting with your back straight, let's close our eyes. Take a few deep breaths to begin with. Again, placing your hands in Chin Mudra. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Just keeping your eyes closed for a few moments, focusing on your breath. Slowly opening your eyes. Thank you very much for joining me for today's session for day 26 of the Samaritans 30-day yoga challenge. Namaste. I thought I'd introduce that now. I normally say that at the end of my sessions. It's actually nothing to do with yoga. It's a Hindu, not a Hindu, an Indian greeting, or way of saying goodbye and hello. It's actually the direct translation of it is the light in me sees the light in you, and that's why it often gets used in yoga practice today. Okay then, right. Thank you very much, as I said, for joining me today. Join me for day 27. We're almost all the way through. I will see you tomorrow.